Elias learned too late that admitting one mistake could crack a heart wide open. He was known in the city as a quiet hero, not for strength of sword or spell, but for loyalty. When others walked away, Elias stayed. When trust was broken, he forgave. That was how Celine found him. Celine was brilliant, perfumed in charm and promises. Her letters arrived like blessings, inked with devotion and forever. She spoke of shared plans, of futures entwined. Elias, the fool he would later call himself, believed every word. What he didn't know was that Celine thrived on winning. She wasn't cruel in obvious ways. She smiled as she took, laughed as she left. Love to her was a game of perfect timing, enter just as hope bloomed, leave just before it rooted. And every time Elias thought he understood the rules, she changed them. When she ghosted him the first time, Elias blamed himself. When she returned, he welcomed her without question. "Why did you ghost me?" asked Elias. "Wasn't I good enough for you?" "It's not that," said Selene. "It's complicated." When she did it a second time, Elias said to himself that was enough. He wouldn't allow his feelings to be played like a fiddle. But who was he kidding? He was already in love with Celine, and she only had to make up an excuse for him to welcome her back into his arms. This time, Elias did some digging. Some might call it stalking. He searched the internet, Facebook, Instagram, every website he could think of to find out more about her and explain the reasons for why she always disappeared. What he found shook him, almost destroyed him. Celine was married, with a family, 2 small children living in the next town. It all made perfect sense now. Elias was just a way to pass the time, an escape from the boredom of family life. Elias felt used and betrayed. She had taken his love and run, just for fun, leaving him standing where hope had barely begun. He stood alone with his heartache, crying not just for her, but for the man he had been, the hero who thought endurance meant strength. At last, he understood. Losing her wasn't his failure. Letting the game continue was. "My love was just a game to you." He said to Celine, "Well done, you win again." Celine disappeared, and he would never see her again.